Just 4 months ago, I started creating YouTube videos from my living room using my smartphone without any light or mic. I didn't know anything about lighting or editing. All I knew at that time was that I wanted to create something. In today's video, I will show you step by step how I am leveling up, how I have transformed an ordinary room into a beautiful YouTube studio, and the gear I have finally invested in after tons of research, and the real journey from zero to almost 4,000 subscribers, all that while I was working full time. Not only that, I will share with you my ups and downs, the challenges I have come across, and what kept me going. Let me tell you, leveling up wasn't easy. It meant that I had to come out of my comfort zone. In fact, after buying the YouTube gear, the camera, the tripod, lighting, and all that stuff, the boxes remained in my hallway for almost 1 month. But then finally, I decided to unbox the gear that I purchased with so much excitement. I bought the camera that I saw in many YouTubers' equipment list. This is Sony ZV-E10. It comes with its own camera lens. It's a mirrorless interchangeable camera. It's used for vlogging, for talking head video that I am doing right now, and for out and about vlogs. This lens gives me beautiful blurry effect in the background. I also bought the memory card so that I don't have to worry about the storage in my camera. So I got 256GB memory card. For the best voice quality, I bought Rode Video Mic Pro Plus on-camera shotgun mic. I also got the Neewer camera tripod that is stable and sturdy enough to hold my camera with its lens and microphone. I didn't want to rely on camera's own battery, so I bought an adapter and a supply battery so that I don't have to worry about whether my camera is charged when I'm vlogging and making videos. For lighting, I bought one Relino softbox lighting kit that I placed on my right hand in my studio. For my main lighting, I bought Godox SL60 watt lighting and I paired it up with small rig parabolic softbox. I also got Neewer lighting stand. My god, all these names are so difficult to even say. The next step is to show you how I set up the camera, the lighting, the mic, and what settings I use. Sony ZV-E10 is the best camera out there for creating content like talking head videos, but it wasn't easy for me to set up the camera because there were so much technicalities involved. And to be honest, technical part confused me a lot. I had to learn what these things are, how to set them up. The settings I use now are in manual shoot mode, and the resolution I use are 4K for the best camera quality. The frame per second rate is 24p 100mm for the highest quality that you can get in this camera. For the nice depth in the video, I have kept the aperture low at f1.8 and the ISO should be from 100 to 400 so that you get that blurry effect. If your ISO is too high, then the video quality will not be very clear. I also kept the color grading at 4500, which is very close to the light that you get during the day. It also gives a beautiful glow. The shutter speed should be 1/50. You should also set from the camera at 2 to 3 feet away. Make sure that you set up your lighting in a way where it enhances your video quality. For example, I set up the 3 lighting that I have. One is at the back end, which is used for a hair lighting. It is a lamp actually, and it looks very beautiful. You can use Relino softbox lighting kit as a main light as well, but for me it was so harsh and so strong that I decided to bounce it against the wall, and right now it's working wonderfully. In fact, if I turn it off, this is how it looks, and when it's on, it looks very beautiful. I'm using Godox SL60 as my main light, and this is towards my left hand and it's right at an angle. I'm also sitting opposite a window for a natural light, and I think it's giving a beautiful effect. The light on your face looks bright and very beautiful in front of a camera, and Sony ZV-E10 is capturing it very beautifully. On this window, I also have a pair of blinds and curtain just in case if the light is too strong. The next step is to show you how I transformed an ordinary room into a YouTube studio. For that reason, I have to move things around, like this computer table that I have right now on my left hand side. I have to move it a bit so that it looks comfortable when I am making talking head videos, and I can put my diary and a phone just for my notes. I placed the bookshelf right at the back so that it comes in the videos in the background, and I decorated it with some painting that I was gifted by my friend. I created an aesthetic wall using the items I already have in the house. For example, I had a few extra mirrors. They look stunning stunning in my living room and bedroom, so I brought them in my studio. I bought them around 10 years ago, but they still look beautiful. They are still in a very good form and shape. I also have a few vases and frame that I bought, I think, from Next Home or Zara Home almost 10 years ago, so I decided to reuse them. I decorated the vase with some artificial flower that I bought from Denim, and it's in white and fuchsia pink color, and it's looking stunning. And these are my favorite colors that you see in the aesthetic wall. The fairy light that I have added to the aesthetic wall looks nice, and it adds character and personality. It goes without saying that anything is incomplete without plants, at least for me. I love plants in any corner of the house, so I decided to bring some plant that I had in my living room, like the cheese plant that you see in the background and the water lilies from my bathroom. Actually, plants give energy and freshness to any room, and I love them in my bedroom, in my living room, and now they are in my studio as well. To add some texture to the room, I got a rug from Denim. It's a machine washable rug, and the color scheme goes with my studio theme. Like, it's neutral in color and has abstract design. Decorating a house is my favorite hobby, and I loved every bit of it when I was creating this YouTube studio. Like putting the curtains on, setting the lights, and putting them at an angle where they look pretty. They all adds to the character and they reflect my personality. Like the bookshelf, the plants, the frames, the vases, and the mirror. In fact, you can make any corner and any wall aesthetic by adding some mirrors, lamps, and plants. I wanted my YouTube studio to reflect my personality, so that I love making videos and connecting with you from the place I have created. Now I wanted to share with you my journey from 0 to almost 4,000 subscribers. Like, when I started back in January 2025, hardly I knew that I would be investing in gear, setting a camera or a lighting like a YouTube studio. And now when I am making it, this reality seems so surreal. But to be honest, I had days when I was doubting myself, when I didn't know what to post. I didn't have energy at days because I work full time, and during the week I hardly have any time to create video. Even though I didn't have any YouTube strategy or the gear to start with, I still kept going. I wanted to share with you my life experiences, and I think that's what mattered the most. In fact, I started vlogging with whatever I was doing at that time, like going out with friends or going out for shopping or a coffee. I documented everything, and I realized when you put your heart and soul into something, the connection, the story that you communicate, it shows. For example, there are videos on my channel that I didn't plan in advance. I just recorded them at the time when I really wanted to share that story with you. For example, how to handle difficult situation and take back your confidence was based on my real life experience. And then there is a day in life with orchids. It's getting maximum views and people are enjoying it. So my advice is that don't worry about the trends, don't worry what people are saying, follow your heart. And if you're not sure what to post, just start recording whatever you feel right at the time, and don't worry about the need. Now let's talk about what kept me going. I had days when I was doubting myself. I wasn't sure what to do, but still I showed up because that's what mattered. Hoping that someone who is watching me at the time I was making videos or listening to my stories may get strength and inspiration. And showing up shows strength. Everyone's life is different and everyone has a story to tell, and I think this creative space gives you that outlet where you can connect with people, where you can tell your stories. Also, making YouTube videos and vlogs is helping me to overcome that fear of image. For example, I hardly used to take pictures of me or putting videos of me, and now I'm so proud of myself that I am not afraid of putting myself in front of a camera or recording a video, because I think the story I tell, it reflects my energy, my strength, and I can relate with people through my life experience. Not only that, I'm learning new skills, like I learned how to create thumbnails, how to come up with beautiful titles, and now I'm learning how to use Descript. This channel is giving me purpose. It's helping me to keep learning new things. things. So if you are just like me starting your YouTube journey, start with whatever you have. Like I started with just a smartphone. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything sorted. You just need to show up because your life stories matter. Your voice matters. Start even if it's small. Start even if it's messy. What matters is actually your voice, your strength and the courage to show up. You don't need a fancy camera or lighting setup already sorted for you. You can start from your living room, on your phone, sitting by the side of a window or a park. So start even if it's messy. It doesn't matter as long as you are connecting with people with your heart. And let me tell you, the content that you create with your heart and soul, even if it's spontaneous, that's what connects with people. So keep it real and keep it simple in whatever directions you want your YouTube channel to grow. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will provide links to the gear and equipment that I mentioned in my video in the description box below. Let me know in the comment section if you are in the beginning of your creative journey and what keeps you going. I would love to hear that. Until I see you next, bye. I'm still struggling with the candle. I don't know how to open this. Oh my god, it took all my strength just to open